Hello everyone and welcome back to another wonderful episode on 35mm. Today we have another special guest. We have one of the top wedding cinematographers in Nigeria. He's covered weddings for celebrities, for regular people. He's worked with clients both locally and internationally. Let's put our hands together as we welcome the one and only Maja Martins of Maja Martins Studio. Thank you for being here with us today in the studio.
Thank you.
Is your name actually Maja?
Maja's my initials. Martins, Adedamola, Joseph, Adedamola. So my initials make up Maja.
First question is, how do you manage to loosen up your clients on their big day, right? Because many of your clients are typically not, the actual weddings are not models, right? So they don't know how to pose on camera and stuff like that. How do you get them to give you the best poses to communicate the love you want to portray?
Most clients that end up booking you, they're meeting you on the first time on the wedding day. So your conversations before the wedding day are the things that are going to make them be loose towards you on the wedding day. What do I mean by that? I'm like, even when talking to them on the phone, you need to have created an atmosphere where they feel they can laugh, they're excited about you, they're excited about the videos you want to make. You've shown them ideas, you've made them happy, so that by the time they even meet you in person, they're like, oh my god, this is my wedding videographer. Like, if you can create that atmosphere of this guy is down to earth before the wedding, then on the wedding day, it will be easy for them to relate freely with you.
What about couples that struggle with poses?
The way I try to film weddings, I try to make sure that clients are relating with the environment. Poses are good, but then everything posing you will get when the photographer is taking pictures. What I usually go for is the client interacting with the environment, interacting with the makeup artist, interacting with the bridesmaids, interacting with their sisters, their families. What I am usually trying to capture is the emotion of the day. If I want to get as much emotion into the video as possible. If I have that, even if I don't have any poses, as long as I have a lot of emotions, I'm good.
On wedding day, a lot of things happen at the same time, right? So there's a photographer trying to take his pictures. There's a makeup artist that is using 2 hours to take pictures of the makeup.
Content
There's
creators.
Content creator that is dragging with you. And then you're like, bro, now me they hired to come shoot this thing. How do you manage the time to get your shots?
This still goes back to pre-production. So one thing I've now incorporating, because I noticed at some points that it was becoming an issue for me where we don't have enough time to take all the footage that we need to make a video, because as I'm shooting the video, I already know if my video is complete or not. But then, so something I do is, before the wedding day, I speak to the event planner, bridal assistant, makeup artist, hairstylist, gele person, stylist, content creator, everybody that's going to be involved on the wedding morning, and let's have a meeting and gist about the wedding timeline. So everybody is saying, okay, this time to this time, is it okay for you? So what do you plan to do? Just gist and have a good rapport, so that on the wedding day, if you are wasting time and I come to tell you, you are not angry about it, that who is this stranger coming to tell me that I'm wasting time? I can come and tell you as a friend that, please, can you hurry up? And you understand, because we've all discussed about it, compared to if everybody just seen themselves for the first time and then you have to go and meet the bridal assistant to go and tell the makeup artist. Then the makeup artist is like, do you have any idea the work I'm doing? If the eyeshadow is not complete,
your video will not be nice.
So all of that, you need to have that meeting. Everybody needs to be in a state where we feel comfortable around each other. Once we can be comfortable around each other, then I can talk to you and you will be open to listening and responding positively.
Typically, what do you deliver when you are delivering for your client, or what do people typically ask for these days?
Okay, I'm coming with 2 cinematographers, I'm coming with an assistant, I'm coming with this number of lights, I'm coming with... I thought audio was not important. I thought audio was not important. Writing it down that audio was... I was delivering high quality video. I didn't feel it was important because I just felt it was... Of course, why won't you deliver clean audio? But then, when you're like, when clients are asking that, so are we getting high something, one description like that for the... I say, yes, now, that is normal.
I thought that was implied.
I thought it was implied. So right now I've decided nothing on my rate card, nothing is implied. I'm going to tell you every single thing. 1 minute video, long full wedding video, and 2 cinematographers, 2 cameras.
How do you go about your music? It's your song choices, your song selection. How do you make that happen?
I thank God for this website, Fader. So what's something I do right now is I get popular music and then I input into Fader and then I strip the audio away. There's a wedding I delivered recently where it stays, what's his name? Different patterns, something.
Shay vibes.
Shay vibes.
I never wanted to get married, ever. I'm only getting married because it's him. When I met him, finally there was a face to this father of my children. And I just knew we're gonna have an incredible life together.
Different patterns. I'm a pilot before I cast. We know the class.
I just took out just the parts that interested me in the song and the bass line. So that's one way I pick songs. I could see a song that's popular music, and then I cut it up and divide. I'm trying to be like Wego in that regard.
Shout out to Wego.
So I try to make the song seem different, make the song seem new. Something else I do, people do a lot of covers. There are a lot of people that do covers on Instagram. So I go and search for covers. If there's a song I like, I go and search for covers. Who has sang this song before? And then I use people's covers rather than the original song. That way it sounds different. Even if you've seen it in a million videos, listening to it, somebody else perform the song differently, it makes the song sound new. And then another thing is, which has helped, especially at a period when I did not seem to have, I'd edited a lot of videos and out of songs. If I go across on a normal day, if I see a song I like and it could serve as a wedding song, then I go to my YouTube music and then I save it under my wedding playlist. I have a wedding playlist, it's right now about 150 songs. So I just save it there. I don't know if I'm ever going to come back to it, but then I know that if I am ever in a fix and I need a song now, I have somewhere I can run to and pick a song. That's apart from my Instagram playlist of all those covers. So different places, different songs, just to make sure that I'm amassing and storing up as much as possible for a rainy day.
Do you have situations where the couple will have a specific song request that they say, we want you to use the song for our wedding?
For me, that scarcely happened.
Okay.
Very scarcely.
Okay.
Maybe just in corporate videos, but weddings.
So typically, just allow the cinematographer to have.
They just allow you. Most times, clients allow you to have free reign.
That's good. How do you get inspiration for your wedding films?
This is where I'm going to give kudos to those wedding filmmakers that have set a trend, or have set a pace in the Nigerian wedding film industry. Typically the day, the night, till when I get to the door of the bride, I'm binging on wedding filmmakers pages. Like my number 1 person is Otusali. I binge on his
Magician.
page. Yeah. Number 2, Kole Films. Hello, boss. And number 3 is MCA Films. Those 3 people I just watch and watch. What am I looking out for? I'm looking out for shots. I just want to see what am I seeing in these people's videos that look beautiful. And what actions am I seeing that, okay, I think this is easy enough that if I tell the bride to do it once, we don't need to repeat it so many times before they get it. For weddings, unlike unlike commercials where everything can be planned, weddings, you can't predict that you tell your bride to do something that you saw somewhere and they'll get it immediately. And once they don't get it, you just say, wonderful, and you move on. You don't have the shot, but then you need to go because the bridal assistant is at your side telling you that 1 minute more. You'll probably only remember what you've seen before. So if you look at good stuff, then be able to regurgitate good stuff.
What gear do you currently shoot with?
So I shoot with the Sony A7S3.
What was the reasoning behind the choice for the camera body?
I wanted a camera that could shoot, that was full frame, firstly, full frame, because I was coming from another brand that was full frame. So I wanted a full frame also, so that I don't have to struggle with trying to do all those focal length conversions in my head before shooting. So of course, full frame for your bokeh, and full frame because of light. Most rooms you go to are really dark. Like it's not every time you go to a room that will be ideal.
Yeah.
So you need a sensor that can give you as much light as possible.
Especially in low light.
Especially in low light. Especially in low light. And that thing that was important was 120 FPS and had voice. Why voice? I noticed that I shoot a lot of slow motion. I shoot everything slow motion from beginning of the day to the end of the day. And I want to be able to get some Foley, because I don't have a dedicated sound person to try to get all the excitement in the room and all of that. So I need whichever camera I'm using to be able to capture that for me. So that's the reason for 120 with voice. You need a camera whose battery life is going to serve you so that you don't have to carry 16 batteries to a wedding. Using the A7S III, I take 4 batteries to every wedding, and from my count let's say I just need about 5 batteries.
What's your lens selection like?
I have a 35mm 1.4.
That's a Sigma.
That's a Sigma. I have a Tamron 24 to 70.
Okay.
2.8. Tamron 17 to 28. 2.8. 85 1.4 100mm.
So what is your most used lens?
My baby, like once I get to the wedding room, my programming is go for the 35mm 1.4.
Okay.
Because I started with 35mm.
Okay.
35mm, I recognize what a good shot looks like on 35mm. Things just look good on 35.
Oh, it does.
The first time I saw 35mm look really good was I saw Yemi King's shoot 35 pictures now. I saw him shoot. I've been using a 50mm, but then I saw him shoot 35mm. Bro, this look good. I'm like, I want that.
Do you recommend shooting a wedding solo, or do you recommend shooting with a team?
Always go with a team. Always go with a team.
And why is that?
You want to save shots, and that is what your second shooter is doing. Even for weddings where I'm told to come and shoot just a summary, all they want is a summary, I still bring in a second shooter because I always want that safe shot. Because the lead shooter, I don't want to be on the safe shot, because the safe shot is not going to sell me. It's not going to sell me my next wedding. It's not going to bring in my next wedding. So if somebody is handling safe shots, then I know that I can focus on getting creative, going to peep through somewhere. Because you can be peeping through somewhere and you'll not get the shot.
And you've lost the moment.
You've lost the moment already.
Absolutely.
But if you have someone getting a safe shot, then you can, in all boldness, go and try to be creative.
Yeah.
So I'm like, always go with a second shooter. If you can, always, please.
If someone wants to go into this space, right? They're looking, and everybody's talking about niching down, this one, that one. Somebody's thinking, I want to be a cinematographer, but I want to focus on weddings today, and they're just starting out. What is your top advice for them?
The first wedding you shoot should be, go and shoot your friend's wedding, and don't charge him a lot for it, because if you mess up, your friend can forgive you and won't drag you. Your career is not ended before it began. The first wedding I was free expressing myself. It was Tosin Junaid's wedding, and because I was not the main shooter, I just had fun. And the weddings and the videos were just so. I still have them in my archive. The freedom to create when you're not under the pressure
to deliver.
Yes, when you're not under the pressure to deliver. It will open a new way of filming that I want to try. I tried it out with my cousin's wedding. Because there's no pressure to deliver. I have the footage, and I can, when I need to edit, I can go into it. Please get hard drives.
Solid, good one.
Get good hard drives.
Good one.
Sorry, get 2 hard drives. One for backup and one for working. The one for backup, just keep your files there. Don't touch it. Then the one for working, you can still have all your files there, or just the ones you're working on.
I personally use the SanDisk G drives and also the Lassie Orange 5 terabyte hard drives. Those ones so far they've been good, and they're pretty fast as well. Thank you so much, Maja, for making time to discuss with us today.
Thank you for having me.
It was so nice discussing and going through your process, and we look forward to having you more.
Woo!
Awesome. So till next time, have a wonderful day ahead and peace out.